Morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I'm leaving Harbor Freight, picking up some more tools for the next portion of the build, which needs to be done. Something that I put off for a little bit, but I want to try to make sure that I'm not burying myself in debt. Like I mentioned on pretty much all my videos, that's my goal of this build. Basically, I picked up a coil nail gun for the roof. We're going to be putting up all the shingles and stuff here very soon. I had to get that. I got a pack of nails. I think it was a pack of 7,200. So it should be plenty. And then I got a couple more little parts and stuff for the nail gun. So overall, that wasn't too much. But I just got done ordering all the material for the roof as well from Lowe's. Got all that stuff ordered. It'll be delivered tomorrow. That was a little pricey, right around $2,000, something like that. But it was a little cheaper than I was thinking it was going to be. Hopefully, with the amount of materials I ordered, we'll have enough to be able to complete everything. Let me over truck. Come on now. There you go. Anyways, like I said, trying to do everything debt-free, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I know the build's not going as fast as some people probably expect it to be going, but it's my life and my account, my money, my house, and I'm doing it the way I want to do it. And I'm trying to be smart with my money on it, and that's exactly what I've been doing. So right now we're currently sitting at, with the new purchase of all the shingles and everything else, right at $23,000, and I'm very happy with that. I'm thinking we can get the outside of the house done, depending on the material we use, for about under $30,000, somewhere right in that area. That's just me ballparking it. And like I said, my goal when I first started the build, I wanted to see how far I could go with $32,000, which, if you remember, I had the shed to house once again, and that was the total cash price for that house that I had. And I'm trying to see how much I can do with us building the house versus the price for that. So like I said, I still have about $9,000 to spend to be able to get to that point. And the good thing is I'm not paying on it for 5 years, paying dang near double. Like I said, the shed house, if you go the full route, you're paying almost $70-something thousand for a shell of a building, which is crazy to think that, but I mean, some people do that. In the past, I just paid it off early, but this way I'm paying everything off as I go, and I won't bury myself. So hopefully we'll be able to get some work done on the roof this week. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done. We're at the work in between rain showers. As most of y'all know, we had Tropical Storm Alberto hit down in Mexico, and Texas got hammered with all the northern end of it. Mainly rain, a little bit of wind here and there. I think the highest winds we got out at Baffin Bay was about 50 miles an hour. But we ended up getting the first day, which y'all saw on video, of the pond. That was after 5 inches of rain within the first 24 hours of the storm hitting. The next day we ended up getting around 3 inches of rain, and then it's been raining off and on. We get some good showers and then a lot of light showers in between, but I would say overall just a little over 8 inches of rain within a few days. And with that being said, our pond is full. The main pond in the backyard is full. It can still hold more water. It would just overflow into the neighbor's portion of the pond, and then would fill up theirs, and then it would backfill and start draining out the front side of my yard. So it would still take quite a bit of rain to get to that point, but as far as our pond is concerned, it's pretty much full. And a lot of that runoff we get is from Granny's pasture. A lot of water flows into her pasture. She has 2 big ponds. One's probably like half the size of the one we have, and the other one's I believe it's a 2-acre pond, something like that, and it's pretty deep. And once those things fill up, it overflows to our part. And we've also been getting a lot of runoff and excess water from all the local ranches around here that have ponds. They overflow. It flows underneath the highway and down into our pond as well. And so we ended up having 2 different water sources that were filling up the pond. That's the reason why it's so full. And with that being said, we went fishing the other day just to see if there was anything out there. We used some old shrimp that we had that was probably 6 months old. It's just been sitting in the freezer. And we were catching catfish out there. We think they're channel cat. I know we have the little mud cats that bury themselves way down in the ground whenever it's dry, and then when we get rain and stuff, they come back out. I'm sure we have those out there, but we've been catching a lot of these little catfish, anywhere from 4 inches to about 6 inches, and they look just like channel cats. Maybe on the next video on the main channel, I'll throw in a couple of clips of us maybe fishing. I haven't filmed anything for it yet, but we'll show that and let you guys see if you think that's what it is, a channel cat or a different type. But overall, there is some catfish in there. Excuse me. We still need a cast net in my pond. Matt said he has one, but he thinks it has a hole in it, so we'll just have to try it out anyways. I'm going to try to get some of those bluegill, sunfish, and brim out of my pond and put them in the big pond, let them multiply out there. And if I have any goldfish left in my pond, I'll throw some out there as well. So realistically, the only thing we really need to stock the pond with, if we're able to get them out of mine, would be just some bass, if we want to put bass out there. So it was fun going out there. It's nice. It definitely changes up the look of the yard, going from a big ass empty dirt pond to a full pond. It's crazy how much it looks different out there, and everything's just so green now. When you get this much rain in a short period of time, it takes a long time for it to soak in. And right now my yard is still, sections of it still have standing water all around my little pond in the front. The water is still up over where all my palm trees and stuff were. At the deepest, it did go over my driveway. There's a section of my driveway that's got a little bit of ruts in it. I tried not to drive on my driveway that much during all this rain, but I ended up having to on a couple of days, so there are a little bit of ruts there. But I think the game plan for that is to go ahead and dig that up at some point, put in a culvert. That way it'll just flow underneath my driveway instead of over the top of it, and then it would drain out the west side out towards all my fruit trees. Once again, when we did all the dirt work for the property, we made it to where the east side of the property is taller than the west side, so it would all flow down into the pond area. And so far, it seems to be working pretty good. There are a couple of spots in the yard that I probably need to add a little bit more dirt out there, but overall, I'm very pleased with the way everything flowed. Everything seemed to do its job the way we wanted it to, and that's no joke when you get that much rain in a short period of time. It's pretty crazy. We had the one leak on the house, which is an easy fix. It was part of the tar paper that got blown over when we had the tornado warning that came through. We had a little bit heavier winds then, and I'm pretty sure it lifted up some of it and some of the water got in there. But other than that, like I said, I got all the stuff ordered for the roof. I went ahead and ordered another roll of the tar paper so we can go and get some of that stuff fixed. And then we'll go ahead and start nailing up all the fascia boards, putting up the drip edge, and then we'll start putting up the shingles. And a lot of construction stuff still going on out here, so I'm gonna have to go back and forth with construction vehicles on the side of the road. But yeah, I was telling Dad, I said, I don't think it's going to take us terribly long. Once we start putting the shingles up, with 3 of us doing it, it shouldn't take us terribly long, especially with this gun that I just bought. It should help speed up the process. Like I said, I got 7,200 nails. I don't know how many we're going to use out of that, but that's how much came in a box. And it should make it a lot easier once we get started putting them up there. We're going to try to work smart, not hard. Even if I have to use this gun one time, it'd totally be worth it. Like I said, the nails, the gun, and some of the extra pieces, I think I spent about $220, something like that. And, even if it lasts just this one time, I think it'd still be worth it in the long run for me. So anyways, that's pretty much what we got into. The goats are doing good. They finally figured out that the shelter that we built is for them. During all this rain, a lot of the times they wanted to go back to Mom and Dad's because they were just used to going back to Mom and Dad's barn and stuff, and now they're trying to remember that they're not living there anymore. They're living on my property, and it started raining this morning, and they all ran over there and went under the shelter, and I had Tucker and Daisy out there with them, and they pretty much followed the goats around and helped kind of protect them. So everything's good with the goats. The water levels are great. The dogs are doing good. Baxter's doing great, and I'm doing good overall. Yes, I shaved my beard. It'll be back in a week. It was just starting to get a little scraggly, so I went ahead and just trimmed it off. Gave myself a haircut as well, and trying to make myself look a little more presentable for YouTube. So anyways, that's all I got for today. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some building videos coming up because we finally got these materials. So appreciate you guys for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.